Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the podcast today. Today we've got Movie Guy 365, Adam in the house once again. What's up, man?
Hey, how's it going, Shane? Just chilling out over here. It's getting really warm.
It is getting warm. I think it's like 75 over here.
Yeah, it's like mid 80s.
Yeah? Oh, is it
Yeah,
80 over there?
yeah,
So, what's new? I wanted to do like a weekly recap, like talk about some of the videos we dropped during the past week.
yeah. We got a pretty heavy month. May is a good 4K month for physical media, and
Yep.
it starts pretty much this week, and next week is another heavy one. So we started out with Raya and the Last Dragon from Disney Animation,
Mm-hmm.
and typical Disney as far as quality goes. Picture looked good. It was, I believe, pretty much standard fare for what they'd release. But it's a good movie. It really good, and Atmos is okay. It's nothing too. A lot of people know how the Atmos goes on those. So
Yeah, yeah. I saw it when it first came out on Disney Plus, but
yeah,
I'm not a big animated guy, so I didn't review it. And I thought the Atmos was good, but it wasn't like I needed to review it. It was that good. Where I was like,
yeah, yeah,
let's do it.
yeah.
It was a
But the
good movie though.
animation style, yeah, animation style is really beautiful. So they have they really are just the masters of their craft over there. But it's if you're a fan of Disney animation, you should definitely check it out.
Yeah, good stuff. That's you saw the physical, right? Or did you see the digital? It was
No,
physical.
I bought the physical, but a friend loaned me his login for Disney Plus back when it dropped. So I did watch it initially there, and then rewatched it for the review. And picture quality's kind of the same. It's basically
Yeah,
pretty consistent. Audio was a little stronger than what you get streaming wise, but
yeah,
it's still a little crank up the volume type of Disney, for audio.
yeah. The Atmos,
Yeah, the Atmos.
Disney Dolby Atmos. That's a good one. Did you give that a rating or no?
I did. That's, if I remember correctly, I think I gave the picture, might have given that an A, and I think the audio was an A minus.
Hmm.
It had some good surround sound effects, good use of the height speakers, but just over that lack of energy, unfortunately, you can only rate it so high at that point.
Yeah, I think that the cool part was towards the end where all the swirling. I think
Mm,
the gods or whatever they were
yeah,
at
yeah,
the end was pretty cool.
yeah. That was really cool. That was a good example of surround sound activity there.
Mm-hmm. And Saw, you did Saw, right?
I did saw. I was very,
Yeah,
very happy with the audio on that. It was
yeah,
fantastic.
yeah, really good on that one. Surprisingly,
Yeah, I wasn't. I honestly, I was not expecting a whole lot from that. I was
yeah,
expecting some good, some good atmosphere and like that. But the immersiveness of it, that really kind of took me by surprise.
yeah. There was there at the beginning there. I think I said in my video where you can hear. I think it's the sewage pipes or something like that,
Hmm.
and you can hear it kind of flowing over your head.
Yeah,
And I remember thinking, I was like, "What is that sound?" I was like, "Where are these guys?" I don't think you would have noticed if you don't. If you're watching on TV, you're not going to notice it.
no, no,
Yeah. So like on the Atmos, you hear it above your head in the heights. I
yeah,
was like, oh, that's cool. I was like, these guys. I was like, this guy is. I thought they were like at a train station or something like that, but it was
right.
at a sewage plant. And
Yeah, I kind of hoping we get the other sequels now and remixed in Atmos. I'd be on for that, big time.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Not. I didn't think it was like a big difference looking from the old Blu-ray.
Yeah,
I say for the HDR. The HDR is definitely
yeah. It was more of a subtle fare. Like it
yeah very
wasn't
subtle.
anything. I mean, black levels look really good. I think they look better than the Blu-ray, but color is only going to do so much in that type of movie. Everything's kind of
Yeah,
bluish gray for the most
yeah,
part.
yeah. Real cold
Yeah,
and
yeah,
dark,
yeah.
dim,
Exactly. Yeah,
grainy, really grainy.
yeah. It was.
Not bad though. Would you give it though?
I think I gave the Atmos, if I'm not mistaken, I think I gave that an A plus. Picture, I think was might have been an A minus or something like that. I don't quite remember. But the picture was okay. Picture was okay, but the real winner was the audio.
Yeah, good audio. I find that horror movies always tend to have good audio
Mm,
because I think they want to make it creepy, so they throw in the creepy sounds in there.
yeah, can
Good,
you
good
imagine
creep.
some old school like Friday the 13th or Nightmare on Elm Street remixed in Atmos? Like how
Yeah,
incredible
yeah.
that would probably be.
They should do that. I wonder why they don't bring out Nightmare on Elm Street. It's a classic.
Yeah. Yeah. As far as I know, that one's not tied up in any legal loopholes like Friday is. So, like, they should be able to do something with that.
They should. I saw. You know what I saw? I saw the remake like 2 weeks ago. It was on HBO Max.
Oh, the one with Jackie Earl Haley. Yeah.
Jackie Earl, yeah.
I never watched that one. I just the makeup. I saw the makeup on Friday, and it just looks so awful.
It wasn't bad. It wasn't too bad. I thought it was a good movie. I thought it was a decent movie. It was a decent movie.
Yeah, we're checking out one time.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't horrible. No Johnny Depp though. It was like a Johnny Depp lookalike. I wouldn't mind seeing that and listening to that in Atmos too. You know what I like about it, because it was from the guys that did the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the first remake. You remember that?
Yeah, the one with Jessica Biel. Yeah.
Dude, I really like that movie for some reason.
I do too. Yeah. That's in my opinion, that's one of the better remakes they've done out of horror franchises.
Because remember when he was picking up that dude off the ground, it was all sticky and gooey. I was like, ooh, that's nasty, dude. And then he hung him on the meat hook.
Yeah.
I was like, oh man, it's rough.
It's been years since I've seen that one. I actually just rewatched the original maybe like 5 or 6 months ago, and I'm like, I wonder what that Jessica Biel remake, go back to that one a little bit.
I saw there was that one that came out recently that was like a continuation of that one, of the original one. Do you remember
that? No, I never saw the follow-ups to that.
Yeah, it was a fairly recent one too, like maybe the past year or two. It was like
actually a follow-up to that one.
Yeah, to the first one, to the original one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I forgot what it was called though. I think it was pretty cheesy. I think all the sequels were kind of cheesy. But yeah, man, I wish that one would come out in 4K. I like it. I watch that maybe like once a year.
Yeah, I usually crank out one of them at least around Halloween time, and I think this past year was the original, so I think I'll do the first remake, or it might have been the second remake, first remake this year.
I believe it's on Netflix. I think that's the last time I saw it was on Netflix.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So check it out there, for sure. What else we got? We did Speed. You did Speed too, right?
I did Speed.
What did you think about that one? I thought it was all right.
I thought picture quality was really solid. The audio was pretty much a port from the existing, so it wasn't anything too special there, but it still sounded pretty good.
I thought the HDR was like, I don't know, like not really there. Like it wasn't really, didn't really pop or anything like that.
No, it's not going to be like eye popping. It's just one of more of those subtle areas. I did notice that like when some explosions happened, you got a real good, pop there. But just generalness, it was, it was standard fare. It wasn't anything overly special.
Yeah.
But it was nice, nice picture, like compared to what we got on the Blu-ray. If you remember, the Blu-ray always looked a little rough.
Yeah, I remember it looking a little orangey, a little hot looking.
It looked extremely like orangey.
Yeah. And this one was definitely way better, more natural looking.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some scenes that are a little warm, but not overly.
Yeah.
And definitely some more detail for sure.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. I forgot what I gave it though. I never remember my rankings. I need to like put a list down, because every time during the end of the year, I always got to go through all my videos, write down all my my ratings.
Yeah. I should start doing that as well, because it'll save me a little bit of time.
Yeah. Would you give it?
Honestly, I don't remember. I think I gave the picture at least a B+ or a B. In audio, I think probably a B+, maybe an A-.
Yeah.
You have to go back and look.
What do your rankings go up from A to F?
Well, I've never given anything an F. There was a couple that I was close to giving something an F.
Yeah, I thought the audio, man, I wish the audio got an Atmos upgrade on it.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, the DTS was okay. It was fine, but we've heard it before. That's one of my big gripes about Fox movies. We talked about this once before, whereas I really wish they would have Atmosed up the original Die Hard on 4K. I think that would have really sounded fantastic, and it just kind of like, you got to kind of move with the times a little bit. You should give the original option always. I agree, but add a little bit something to the audio. Yeah.
Plus, there was like no bass either. I had like zero bass in it. I was watching it. I was like, man, this is I remembered it being better sounding when I was younger, like 15, 20 years ago.
Yeah, but equipment's changed. You can take
Yeah,
the same track and be really impressed with it, and then move it over to your new equipment, and there could be differences.
yeah, yeah. I was kind of disappointed there, but and I remember I used to always listen to there's a couple of those helicopter flyovers
Hmm.
over the highway. I used to always test out my Pro Logic system with that scene, and it still delivered. Still got it. Sounds a little
Yeah,
bit better now that I got better gear.
yeah,
But yeah, a little bummed. It just seemed old sounding.
hmm
Yeah, one of my favorite movies.
yeah. I'm hoping, but with the rumor of one of my favorite films, Heat, coming to 4K, I would love an Atmos track, but I'm thinking we're getting the 5.1 still on that.
Yeah, I think so too. I don't think they announced that most, right?
No, they haven't announced it. I know there's rumors online and stuff like that, especially if you frequent certain Twitter accounts. But um, I just want the movie on 4K. I'm hoping it's going to be a good transfer.
I mean, I've seen it on the Cladescape, and it doesn't look that different than the digital. It's dark. It's dim.
It is, but
Yeah,
it always was. It's just
yeah,
that kind of movie.
yeah. It always looks like it's overcast, like all the time, like it's dim like that. But good detail though.
Hmm.
The same mix as what's on the regular Blu-ray. But I would say like detail, definitely better detail. Just just a dim movie though, really dim
Yeah,
movie. Still one of
yeah,
my favorite, in my top 10 for sure.
yeah.
And that demo scene of the bank robbery, the shootout in the
Oh,
street, best man.
I always use that scene to test out new equipment.
Yeah, that was like the best classic scene right there.
Oh, it is. It
And
really is.
it's like real sounding too. Like I believe they just recorded it straight from the guns. I'm sure they were shooting blanks, but when you
Yeah,
play it and it just like reverberates to your speakers, it's one of
yeah,
those things you just want to turn up loud and loud.
yeah. And you just hear the echo like in
Yeah,
your backs and everything, and it's
yeah.
just, oh, I love it.
I was like, this must sound like real life if I was in a gun shootout.
Yeah.
I would assume. But yeah, dude, I've had that for I don't know for a long time. I was like maybe I should just review it because I did review the iTunes version like in 2016,
Hmm.
and now they got the Cloud Escape. I was like, hey, it was like $15 on sale, so I picked it.
Oh, that's a good pickup. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, and speaking of the Cloud Escape, I know we were talking about this earlier. Movies start at like $10, guys. I know a lot of guys are like, "Oh my god, you got to pay 40 or $50 for a Cloud Escape movie." That's not true. They start at like $10, $10, $15, $20. I think the most expensive ones come from Warner Brothers for whatever reason. Like Edge of Tomorrow cost me $35, and
Oh,
then Godzilla vs Kong came out today. That is $39, which
mm,
is a little crazy. I wouldn't buy it. I wouldn't pay $40 for that. But for whatever reason, man, Warner Brothers, the most expensive brand company on
yeah.
Kaleidoscape.
Are all the major studios on there then?
Yeah, I mean they've got who do they not have? I think they're all there.
Yeah.
They just had recently. They had a run of Disney movies, like all the Marvel movies for ten
Okay.
bucks.
Yeah, they ran that similar sale over on iTunes as well. I think they were 7.99 or something.
Yeah, I saw that sale. I was like, oh, should I pick it up here? I was like, well, for the same price, I'm just gonna buy it on Kaleidoscape.
Yeah.
No brainer.
Yeah.
And I did compare. I think when I first reviewed the Kaleidoscape, I didn't have. I don't think Endgame was out at the time, so I
Mm.
bought Endgame last week, $10, and I looked back and forth with the physical, with the Blu-ray, with the 4K Blu-ray. Dude, it's like what a difference! I think the physical Blu-ray is something like 66 gigs, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
For it's like a 3 hour
Oh,
movie,
yeah. Yeah.
so it's like 66 gigs. The Kaleidoscape version is like 110 gigs.
Oof.
Dude, it's almost double the bitrate. Oh, dude, talk about Army of the Darkness, Army of the Dead, and I have to go answer the door.
Okay.
BRB.
Okay. So we
Talk
talked
something.
to, yeah, we did watch Army of the Dead on Netflix, Zack Snyder's newest film. Um, if you're a fan, it has no connection to Dawn of the Dead, his remake from years ago. But if you're a fan of zombie movies, especially ones that Snyder's unique take on it, it's okay. I think Dave Bautista's pretty strong as a lead. Even though he does, I don't think he does this sad dad thing very well, but I still liked him in the movie, and there's a good cast. And I did like the first half considerably, a lot more than the back half. The back half, I felt some characters disappeared, they went away, and then there was just, I don't know, it was just kind of like they felt like they're spinning their wheels a little bit. I think you could probably chop off about 20 minutes of that and be a nice tight zombie heist movie. And ultimately, the conclusion was okay. It was fine. I'm probably gonna have to rewatch this one to really get the full full experience. But watched it on Netflix. Dolby Vision looked great. The Atmos sounded pretty good as well. It sounded fantastic. I would recommend it. Just don't go in expecting like it's going to be the best zombie movie. I think there's some cool moments. There's some really cool moments. I know we've seen the zombie tiger in the trailers and everything like that, and there's a cool couple scenes with that tiger. But it's good Zack Snyder flick. Just not overly anything super deep or anything. But it's pretty cool. I would recommend it if you want to check out a good zombie flick. But also, what was it that Saint Maud. Just watched that one on what was it? Hulu or Amazon? I think it was Amazon. If you like a good 70s style horror film, like made recently, I would recommend Saint Maud. Like that one is all about atmosphere. It runs quickly in like an hour and a half, and it's really good. It's really good. I'm hoping they put this one on disc. I would love a physical copy of that movie. It's done by A24. So yeah, check out Saint Maud. I believe it is on both Hulu and Amazon Prime.
All right, so I got these in. I just got these in. These are the Martin Logan Motion SLM XL. I did the review on them. I think back in 2016, 17. I did the 2-channel review. They're like super thin speakers. They're like maybe yay thin.
Okay.
They're about the size of the box right there. They're about that tall. And they lay next to your TV, so they lay really flush. So if you can't put speakers in your walls, you can get these, and they maybe pop out 2 inches or so from your wall. So it's really
that's not bad. Yeah,
really flush mount, and it's really clean. So for the past like 4 years, I've had the stereo pair, but they sent me that for the center channel. So that's a matching speaker that you just turn sideways for the center.
Excellent.
And then I've got 2 more for the backs that I'm going to use for a 5.1 or 5.2 in the living room. So real simple, no Atmos or nothing like that, but I don't need that in the living room.
Yeah, I was going to say some, certain rooms you don't need, the full setup.
So be on the lookout for that. That's cool. So that's going to be in the living room until I move out of here. So I like that instead of having all these big boxes on my floor.
Right.
But okay, what's going on? Army of the Darkness.
Army of the Dead.
Army of the Dead. Army of the Dead. Yeah, dude, I saw it, and I think I was telling you, I think I'm going to do the review. I'm going to drop the review for that after we get off the stream here, probably around 8 o'clock, because I have to run to FedEx. So around 8 o'clock, I'll drop my review. But yeah, I was telling you, I think the video quality for that is just as good as Chaos Walking, which I'm sure you'll see next Tuesday.
Yep.
So super clean, very crisp, 4K crispy. And although I'm sure some people are not going to like it, but he uses that really shallow depth of field.
I noticed that a couple scenes.
Yeah.
There were some shots like that.
Yeah, so it's like if you were to do this, I'm sure those guys seen the commercial. So that would be in focus, and everything would be out of focus.
Yeah,
that's exactly just what it is. Like this is Bautista's face, and then everything is just blurred out. So that happens a lot. And I like it. I think it's cool. I have a camera lens like that over here somewhere. It's a little tiny thing. I think I used it in one of my projector reviews, which was like the BenQ one or something like that. So we did that real shallow depth of field. It's cool, very cinematic-y looking, but I'm sure people are not gonna like that because it's not crisp all the way through.
No, but it's still. I think it has a
Yeah,
really good appearance. I would say even the strongest part, the opening credit scenes, I thought were really eye popping. They looked fantastic.
yeah, yeah. And they're really clean though, which is weird because Snyder usually shoots in 35 mil.
Yeah.
This is like the total opposite of all his other
I
movies.
was a little surprised actually. I was like, I had to look for a second. I was like, is anything wrong here? Like,
It was a little like I liked it, but I felt like it was a little too clean looking.
mm,
Cause like I felt like the zombies looked, sometimes they would look really good in the dark,
right.
but during the daytime, like these zombies come out during the day,
Yeah.
and like you could see the makeup and everything, like the
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
the rubber
Especially that
suit.
one, the quote unquote queen.
Yeah,
You could definitely make out the makeup more on that one.
dude, there was that one shot where when she first came out to greet the
Uh,
guys to pick
yeah.
up the drag the guy away,
Yeah.
and then she was running away. She was running around like this. I was like, "What are you doing?"
No, he's trying something new with the whole thing. Like we got, a zombie wearing masks now to protect his face. I'm like, oh, jeez.
Oh man, good shit though.
Yeah.
I was like, what's he wearing a mask for? I was like, oh, let me guess, it's bulletproof.
Yeah.
And man, spoiler alert. Sorry, the man wears a bulletproof mask. But good take on zombies. Different. I feel like they're gonna leave it up to a sequel. Pretty sure of it.
Oh, of course, it ended that way.
Yeah,
And I was just saying when you were off that it apparently has nothing to do with the Dawn of the Dead. It's its
yeah,
own separate thing, which I'm fine with. But
yeah.
I kind of I like this take on the zombies, but I do feel that they could have. There was a couple of scenes that really kind of bugged me. Like I don't want to spoil anything, but there was one where our bulletproof zombie was in one location, and then literally like 3 minutes later, he was across town, and it just seemed like okay. And not only was he across town, but he was up on the top floor. So it was just like okay, little stuff like that.
I don't know if you remember when I spoiled the Mandalorian, Luke Skywalker's reveal. People, people got pissed at me. Hey, if you guys didn't stay up till 3 a.m. to watch Army of the Dead, it's not my fault, okay? I liked it though, man. It's almost 3 hours long. I don't know if it's one of those movies I'd watch multiple times, but
Yeah. Yeah, I want to watch it at least one more time to see how well it sits with me. And I still think it needs to shave about 20 minutes altogether. I mean,
yeah,
there's a little bit of just, wordiness, too much wordiness in the middle part when they're actually, in the Vegas part.
I see. Batista was trying to show his acting chops too with his daughter.
Yeah.
He's getting sentimental. I was like, oh, this dude is really taking this seriously right now. It's like,
I know.
okay,
I got some, like, I like Batista. I really
yeah,
do.
I like him.
And I've got some friends that are like really excited he's in Knives Out too. And they're making him out to be some sort of thespian. I'm like, when
Yeah,
did this happen?
yeah.
Like I like the guy. I mean, he's good in like Blade Runner 2049, and he's good as Drax. I get it, but he's not Laurence Olivier here. So it's just calm down.
There was that one part too where that. Remember when the guy like locks up the girl and he thought he was gonna get away with it, but then
Yeah,
she breaks through the window,
yeah,
and then he hits the gas tank and it blows up.
yeah.
There was like this big long pause between him standing there deciding whether or not to, like, why didn't he shoot the zombies to save her? Like, what
Right.
was he doing? And then there was that long pause, and then Batista was behind him. I was like, why is Batista not even helping you out during this like 60-second pause? I was like, it was like a weird thing. I was like, dude, that's like
Yeah,
something.
there are a couple scenes like that where it seems like time just slows down sort of, and then like you're wondering like why aren't they doing it this way, and
Yeah,
then they just, I don't know, it just seemed like dramatic pauses for drama's sake.
yeah, yeah. It was weird, dude. It was weird. Yeah, there was definitely more than once. I
Yeah,
was like,
yeah.
yo, what? I was like, what is? I was like, what's going on here, Zach? I was like, you messing up right now. And it wasn't even like real dramatic. It was just like, this is a stupid idea, dude. But audio was okay. I thought audio was okay. I thought it could have been better. Just like I thought Justice League wasn't as good as, sound wise as BVS or Man of Steel.
Right, right.
And then I went into it, Even the original Justice League was, I think, sounded better than this one.
Yeah, we might have to wait for a physical copy of that to really kind of dive into it.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, because I can see what it's doing in the mix, and it wasn't really doing much. And then BVS and Man of Steel,
Yeah.
all the sound is just like moving everywhere. I was like, man, that's like this is how you do a mix. And then Justice League was like, I was like, man, I don't know if maybe because he did it, not within the studios, like he did it from his house basically. Maybe whoever did the sound mix from their house didn't have the same resources as a full fledged. I have no idea. But
yeah, because he pretty much started from scratch. I don't think he used any. Of course, he didn't use any Whedon stuff.
Yeah.
But like he had to probably remix everything like from start to finish.
And I was thinking maybe that's the same thing for this movie, Army of the Dead, because he probably did all this from his house too. Well, obviously during the pandemic, they had to have.
Yeah, I think I remember last year around this time, he was talking about editing, finishing up Army of the Dead. So I think it probably was at the beginning. You might have, finished it up during the opening of the pandemic, but yeah, Justice League, absolutely, he had to do that. Yeah.
That is that's out right now in the UK.
Yeah.
Like the 4K is out, and so I heard that it's going to get delayed in the US.
Yeah, I heard mid-July, something.
July?
Yeah.
Because I was looking on eBay. It's for sale on eBay right now for like $60 or something like that.
Yeah, we can just wait on that,
Yeah. I'd be really disappointed if the audio wasn't that. I have a feeling the audio is not going to be that different. To be honest with you, like it's pretty. I don't think I've ever like looked at a digital stream audio wise and saw anything majorly or anything really different, except maybe it's a little cleaner sounding on the physical. But mix wise, it's always been kind of the same. It's always been the same actually. But I'm curious to see Godzilla vs Kong because that was lower in volume, and I think Justice League was lower too in volume. So I'm a little curious to see about that.
Yeah, I'm hoping they don't go the Disney route. I don't want to get any Atmos mixes from the Disney company there.
Yep. And but yeah, check out. I mean, if you guys have Netflix, I don't know why you wouldn't watch Army of the Dead. So
yeah, it's 2.5 hours. It's a little long in the tooth in some parts, but it's worth watching.
I don't think I've seen any Netflix movie that had good audio. Like all the stuff I thought would be like really good, like that one with Anthony Mackie with the robots. I mean, that was all right, but it wasn't like
that was, if I remember correctly, that was like very front heavy. Like there was some surround activity, but the bass was almost like what?
Yeah, like I was like, dude, I thought it was gonna be better. The same thing with that Chris Hemsworth movie too.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I know they just greenlit a sequel for that too.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's supposed to die at that one. I think he came back at the end of it. Yeah. That one and that Deep Six or something like that. Six Underground. Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, the Michael Bay one.
Yeah, like I thought that was gonna be crazy, and that was like all right.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yo, Netflix? What are you guys doing? And then this one too. Although this one I would say maybe felt more like a legit movie.
Right.
Whereas the other one's not so much. Like it felt.
A lot of those Netflix films, especially the ones like Hemsworth starred in, or have a Netflix feel to it.
Yeah.
Like as far as audio and visuals and stuff, but this one actually felt like you could honestly watch it in a movie, and it was mixed for a movie.
Yeah, like it didn't feel like there was budgetary constraints.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whereas the other ones definitely did.
Yeah.
So cool for Netflix for picking up Zack Snyder. I wish they would let him finish his Snyderverse Netflix. That'd be cool. We know it ain't gonna happen though.
No.
What else did we do? Anything else? Last Action Hero. That's one of my favorites. People don't like that movie. I love that movie.
That one gets so much hate. I remember when that came out, it was really bombed, like as far as reception goes, and I just don't think people understood it. It's a satire of action heroes, action movies of the 80s, and it's not meant to be taken as a typical Arnold film like Predator or Commando or something. It's supposed to kind of just rip on those to a degree.
Yeah. do. Yeah, I just like the humor in it is good. Like
Yeah,
I guess people just want Arnold to be,
Arnold.
badass all
Yeah,
the way through. But he's got all kinds of one-liners in it, and it was just a good movie, and it looked pretty good too, if I
yeah.
recall correctly. Yeah, it looked good. HDR. I thought the HDR was a little hot. I felt like they cranked it a little bit.
I think it was good. It was natural for the film, the type of film that it was, because it's supposed to be. I don't want to use the word cartoony, but sort
Yeah,
of, you know.
yeah.
So I would kind of expect a little bit more of a brighter HDR there. I loved the California scenes,
Yeah.
when he's walking in that blockbuster and the women are walking around in those outfits that are
Yeah,
just they just pop color wise.
yeah, dude, awesome movie. And the sound, I mean, I think the soundtrack was weak too, though.
No, I enjoyed it. I liked it.
I don't remember. I'm trying to remember. Man, everything kind of mixes together after a while. I don't know. I thought the soundtrack was like, I don't think there was any bass in that either. If I
No,
recall
the bass was a
correctly.
little bit like
Yeah,
I'll say the bass was a little bit like it wasn't aggressive. It was just I think kind of just below that. Like it was just fine, but it wasn't going to be like your typical once again your typical Arnold movie, which would be super boomy. But I thought it was okay. Like there's a couple explosions
yeah,
and things like that show it off, but that's not the selling point for me. The selling point for me was the surround sound activity.
yeah, yeah. There's a few good scenes in it. I remember. I remember now with the car when he jumped over the truck
Yeah.
and then he came into the tar pit. The big
You
wrecking
know,
ball
some
thing.
some tar actually sticks on some people.
Yeah, yeah. All that stuff, man, is hilarious, and people just hate on it.
Yeah,
Dude, it's a good movie, guys. Go watch Last Action Hero. It's a good movie.
yeah.
Hey, you know what I watched today or yesterday, which I was gonna do a review on. I think you did the review. Was for Hancock.
Oh yeah, a while ago I did that one.
Yeah, so I watched it again the other day, and I was like, oh, like I watched it all the way through because I haven't seen it in a while. I thought it was really good, and I mean, it looked really good. I was gonna do a review for it, but then I got stuck doing this, and then and I was thinking, I was like, that movie's a little bit more relevant now than it was back then because now we've got cancel culture, because
Yeah,
I believe they were trying to cancel Hancock in the movie because he was trying to be nice, just he was a little reckless about it. Um, and then he's an influencer. He's
yep,
basically an influencer. That's a big thing now too. So I mean, you know, that's very relevant for today,
right.
which I think, dude, hilarious movie too.
That's
It's got
another one that got like a lot of bad
yeah.
press when that came out.
I think because there's like two really different tones in it. Like there's like
Yeah,
the comedic tone, but then he gets a little bit dramatic because he loses his mind. He has amnesia, so
right.
it's like I don't know. It feels like a different movie, two different movies at times for me.
I think there was also some behind the scenes drama as well. Like there was, I think some script rewrites in the middle, and I know there was something going on there. But I think that there's like the DNA for a truly great movie is
Yeah,
there. Like I would love to see a different cut of that film. Like go
yeah,
one way or the other. Don't like you said,
hmm
don't go with the two different tones. Kind of pick one and stick with it.
yeah. Like it's like super serious, but then it's like comedic.
Yeah,
And I love Jason Bateman in the movie. He's so funny.
yeah,
He's just like real dry. It's like the best part, man. I was watching it again. I was like, shit. I was like, this is a funny ass movie.
yeah.
Oh, and then he stuck the dude's head up his ass, the other dude's ass. Fuck, man. Good sound too. Really good sound in that.
Yeah.
I thought some of the reason why I was gonna do it. I was like, oh shit. I was like, this has got some good audio, so I guess maybe I'll just do it. Maybe I'll do it Sunday or something. And then, one movie that you didn't do, but I did, was Chaos Walking on 4K Blu-ray. I was telling Adam that I think, which I don't think many people watched the video. Only about 8,000 people watched it. Shame, because this very well could be number one movie for 2021, at least on my list for AV quality.
Mm.
I think I gave it like a 9.7 for video, like a 9, maybe 9.5 for video, 9.7 for audio. So I think that's the highest rated movie I gave this year so far. I would say that Army of the Dead, probably video wise, right up there too. I mean, I have my scores already, but I'll save it for the review. But dude, the when they have the little thoughts floating above their head, when you watch it, you'll hear them talking above your head. Like it sounds
Oh
like
yeah.
it's coming above your head. and I know if you're watching this on your TV, it's not going to sound. I think you're going to be annoyed with it because he says his name a lot. I forgot what his name, Todd something, Todd Howlett or something. Like he says it to mask what he's thinking, so he just says his name over and over again. So I think people will get annoyed by that because he's just kind of walking around like, my name's Todd Howlett, my name's Todd, my name's Todd. And people are like, stop saying your name. I was like, listen, if you got people reading your mind, you gotta cover it up somehow. And on the TV, it would just sound like it's coming out of your TV or your sound bar. But with Atmos, you get the feeling that it's actually coming from above your head. So it's pretty cool.
I can't wait to check that one out.
And like A Quiet Place, it sounds like you're out in the forest or in the woods. So you get all the animals and shit like that, the bugs and the insects. So good immersiveness. It's subtle but very immersive. And like I said, man, the video quality rocks. Super clean, very crisp. I was very surprised by it.
Is that native 4K?
Yeah, I think it was shot in 6.5K.
Okay, great.
Army of the Dead shot 8K.
Yeah,
8K camera. So that's why it looks the way it looks.
I was gonna say it looks really good. Like as far as I know we were just talking about his 35 millimeter pass, but it did look really clean. So
yeah, super clean. Like I said, a little too clean sometimes, but I get it. Guys, check out Chaos Walking though. Even on digital, I have it on digital too, and it looks really good on digital. Even a little bit better on physical too. I almost bought it on the Cloud Escape, but it was like $20. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Wait for a sale.
Yeah, I get it when it's $10. Good stuff though. I like that guy's movies. Was it Doug Liman?
Yeah,
I think he did Edge of Tomorrow.
I think that was his. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why people shit on it so bad for. They're like, it's unwatchable. I was like, this is dude, I've seen it like 6 times. Like everybody that's come over here, we've watched it. And I'm like, what do you guys think? He goes, yeah, it's good. They're like, yeah, it's a good movie. Even my wife was like, my wife didn't want to watch it. She was like, is that the one with the Spider-Man? I was like, yeah. She goes, no, I don't want to watch that. She goes, look, it got like a 4 on Rotten Tomatoes or something. She's like, it's a horrible movie. I was like, just watch the movie, okay? Just watch the movie. Yeah. So we sat there and watched it. And she had to go to the bathroom. I was like, okay. She goes, pause it. I was like, pause it for what? She goes, because I don't want to miss nothing. I was like, I thought you said it wasn't good. She goes, no, I never said that. I was like, oh, now you like it. She's like, yeah, it's good.
Rotten Tomatoes, they're telling people what's good and what's not for like how many years now?
Yeah, dude. I feel like you get somebody that says something negative about a movie, and then people just read the review without ever seeing it, and it just kind of like it just escalates and like snowballs, and everybody automatically just thinks it's a bad movie.
Yeah.
And even if it's a good movie, they just think it's bad, and then they just find stuff to complain about it.
Yeah.
When in actuality, a lot of movies are pretty good. People shit on BVS. Good movie. Come on, it's a good movie. But anyways, check it out. It's coming out next Tuesday. You can buy it on digital now, or you can pick it up on Tuesday. Yep. Probably for like $25 or something like that. And I think that's I don't know. Did you do anything else?
Not really. I got did Animal House today, and I'm doing The Sting tomorrow. Both came out on 4K this week, and I'm gonna watch. I haven't watched The Sting yet. I'm gonna do that after I'm done on your show here, and then. But Animal House looked good. It's not reference quality or anything, but for the movie, it's the movie how it looks like on Blu-ray. It definitely is a good upgrade from that, just for that alone. But HDR is very subtle.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect it to be like mind blowing.
Yeah.
And let's talk about really quick tech news for the guys interested in home theater. We have something new that was announced today. This is the brand new line of Procella speakers. I did the unboxing for this. Well, I was going to do the review for this for the Procella P6s, but I'm not going to do it because there are now upgraded models. This is the P6 Mark II. I have the Mark 1s, which have been around for like, 10 years or so. So these are the Mark II, and the P6V, which is the vertical ones. The ones that I have are the horizontal ones that look very much like the ones in the picture. The older ones have a grill that only covers the woofer. This one covers the entire faceplate, so you don't see the tweeter behind it. So the new version of the P6 Mark II also features upgraded cosmetics. So the new grill, so it covers the entire front baffle rather than just the woofer, but other than that, it looks pretty much the same. So compared to the earlier P6 versions, the width of the Mark II and the height of the 6V have been slightly increased to 12 inches. Both versions have a shallow cabinet of only 4.9 inches deep, so super thin, about yay thin. They mount on your walls, or you can hang it from your ceiling, the 6V. It's got a new compression driver, improved identical voice crossover. The Mark II edges even closer to that of their reference standard P8. Designer Anders Uggleberg says, "I'm really pleased with the improvement in transparency and detail," which I believe I spoke about the last time I gave my quick review over on the other channel when I talked about, transparency and detail, which oddly enough he says it here as well. So I don't know if he believes that or maybe he saw what I said, but I definitely said that. And there's also a brand new P5 in-ceiling in-wall speaker. I don't know anything about the old ones, but perfectly square. So whichever way you orient these in-ceilings, it's not like a rectangular shape, so it doesn't look out of place. And that's their new P5 in-ceiling. The driving factor behind the new design of the P5, the tweeter and waveguide are angled at 15 degrees, which enables the installer to orient the speaker for optimal high-frequency coverage across the prime listening area. Its 80-degree circular constant directivity waveguide ensures that the coverage is wide and even, which also with the P6, it has a waveguide as well, which gives you a really wide dispersion pattern. So if you're sitting not in the sweet spot, you still get a pretty wide coverage if you're sitting on a wing seat or an off-angle seat. And I do believe that the new P6 is a little bit more money. I think the older one was something like $1,300. I think the new one, could be wrong, but I think it's $1,799, so it's a little bit more money for the new P6. And I don't know what the price is for the P5 because there's no price here. But I know the Mark II P6V Mark II is $1,799. So that's why I have not done the review for those ones, because there's a new one out. So I was like, why do a review for a discontinued speaker? So I should be getting these ones in for review. So be on the lookout for that one whenever that comes. And that's all I have for tech, home theater tech news, speaker news. Anything else? Anything else you got? What's coming up for next week?
Oh, next week we do have, obviously my review of Chaos Walking, and My Fair Lady is getting 4K release. That's actually on the way right to me as of right now.
My Fair Lady.
There's, let's see, I don't know if forgetting something. Okay. Oh, Super 8 coming out. That's coming out 4K.
When does that come out?
That comes out on Tuesday. It has a slipcover and a steelbook edition.
Oh, this Tuesday?
Yeah. Final Countdown is coming out. Blue Underground is releasing that one.
The hell is Final Countdown?
That's the one where the destroyer travels back to just before Pearl Harbor's bombed, and travels in time.
I don't believe I've seen that.
I believe it's Michael Sheen's in that one, I believe.
I don't think I saw
or Martin Sheen. I think Martin Sheen. Also, Explorers is coming out on Blu-ray for the first time. I'm excited about that one being released by Shout Factory.
I don't think I've seen that either.
You gotta see that one. That's classic. That's like really young River Phoenix, really young Ethan Hawke.
Maybe I've seen it. I don't recall it. I'm pretty sure I've seen it then. If they're both.
Yeah, that's a classic. I'm very happy that's coming out on Blu-ray.
The indie movies are coming out too. 2 weeks, right?
Yeah, and, I believe it's the 8th on that one.
Yeah, 8th or the 6th, one of the two.
Yeah, one of the two.
Yeah. That's coming out. I will say the mix on that is not so great. I heard the mix already. It's
did you?
Yeah. It's just all right. But I think that's it. Yeah, I think the only thing I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna do the Army of the Dead thing tonight. I'll drop that a little bit later. I don't think I'm gonna do any of the ones that you mentioned because I think those are older. And that's your thing. You do the classic catalog stuff. And then,
Yeah, I got to give him some love, you know.
yeah. And then I think that's it. And then I got a bunch of subwoofers and some speakers I got to do. Other than that, and then Indiana Jones. Hopefully, I get that early. We'll see.
Yeah.
But that's it, man. Guys, make sure you want to listen to the audio portion of this. I'll edit out the part where I leave. So, well, I don't know. I think you were still talking during that, so that's good. But I'll throw this up on like iTunes and Spotify and all that good stuff. Google Podcasts. And be sure to subscribe to MovieGuy365. I left some links in the video's description if you want to do that, if you're not a subscriber yet. And I think that's it, man. Anything? Final words?
No, just glad to be on the show once again, and keep collecting physical media, everybody.
That's it, man. All right, guys. Like, share, subscribe. We'll see you in the next one.